What up, y'all? Tonia Moore here. So I'm gonna do a little quick a vlog update in regards to my dental situation. If you guys saw my last video, you guys know that I started a fundraiser in regards to getting my teeth fixed. So yeah, so initially, my dentist that I went to, um, my out-of-pocket expenses were still going to be like 7,500, and that was just for this side. Okay, so I need a lot of dental work done. I've been dealing with dental issues since having Crohn's disease. I don't remember before that, but definitely since having Crohn's in 2009. So throughout the years, I've been having issues with my teeth, so I've had work done throughout the years, um, root canals, all the whole nine, right? So then a couple years ago, 2016, which I'm still paying for that work, they had already removed like two of the teeth back here and then one of the molars here, and I still have one in the back, and that's the one that's bad. So, like I said, I've been dealing with dental issues, and I just, um, it's really frustrating. Um, so I don't know. I feel like I have to go extra above and beyond, maybe with whatever it is that I'm doing. Maybe I'm just lacking something, but definitely I have bone loss, so things like that going on. Um, Crohn's does cause malnutrition, inhibits absorption of certain nutrients, things like that. And then as I read more about like even like cavities and tooth decay, there's also certain foods that's not good for your teeth, like grains, nuts, soy, um, are not good because it's let me tell you right now what it says, because I was looking it up. Phytic acid. So, anyways, it contributes to tooth decay, and it's a mineral blocker and enzyme inhibitor. So, it's usually found in grains, and like oatmeal is one of them. Um, Nuts, seeds, beans, and soy. So, soy is not good because it steals and robs from your body nutrients. So, these are nutrient inhibitors, and can contribute to tooth decay. So I'm just learning some more stuff. But anyway, so this is kind of recap, just to kind of go over of my whole journey with this dental thing that I've just recently come across. So my dentist, like I said, when he said that I have two teeth that need to be extracted, and he said, well, we need to do an extraction and an implant to a bridge. So initially, when this tooth in the middle came out, it was meant to have an implant. And I have yet to get the implant, and also on this side was meant to have implants when they took these out. So all this time, I've been wearing a partial, I guess, denture or temporary. So that's what I've been wearing for the past 2 years. So that's why nobody can tell that I have teeth missing in the back. So yeah, that's what my dentist said. And then based on the dental insurance, my out-of-pocket costs were going to be $6,500. So I decided, you know what? Let me go get some second opinions and see what everybody else is charging. So past few weeks, I've been on this spree of going to, dentists, and I've made several appointments. I went online, did research, got in for free consultations. I went to one, and that one ended up being a little bit cheaper, about $1,000 cheaper. So, and I want to say they're pretty good prices. They're in Anaheim. And then this week, I went to 3 dentist appointments. And mind you, that I didn't even think about it, but that about getting the x-rays from my dentist and seeing if I could just submit it to these guys, because I had x-rays at every dentist appointment. So hopefully the low residual radiation don't jack me up. So Monday I went to 2 dentist appointments. One, they took x-rays and they did that whole scan thing, right? CT scan thing. And that one, they ended up giving me an estimate of where I would still end up paying about, and they included the charges also for this side too. I think that was for this side or another tooth. I have to look at the line item. But anyways, this one came out to like $20,000. I have to see what tooth they're talking about. And then the price looks like they double lined it, because they wrote it twice on here. So somebody messed up on here, because it comes to like 20 grand. But for just this side was about maybe like 10 grand. Still $10,000. Then I went to another one on Monday, and this was in the evening, and this one still comes out to about $10,000 out of pocket. That's still even with the insurance. So the thing is I went in, saying, hey, this is what my dentist said. I'm trying to kind of get a second opinion and a second evaluation, and what your guys' thoughts are. And this is what he told me, what I need done, extraction, bone graft, implants to bridge, right? So I'm not a dentist. I'm just going by with what they're saying. They're saying yes, yes, yes. Intuitively, in the back of my brain, something kept telling me that, well, do I, really have enough bone? Because I know I have some bone loss to even have implants, as I'm looking these things up online. So, but since all these doctors were going along with it and saying, yes, and this is what it's going to cost you, right? So I'm just going to assume, and I'm going with them and saying, yeah, I guess I am a candidate for implants, and I'm not a dentist, so what do I know, right? So the next one I go to is on Tuesday, and something told me, like, I have to go see this dentist. So when I was making my appointments, I was like, that's the one I have to go see. Even on his website, they're pretty blank forward about their prices of what it costs for a dental implant, because some of these places, they don't tell you. Dental implant is like 3 parts to it. You got the implant, which is the thing that goes inside the bone. Then you got the abutment, and then the crown. And sometimes, these people will advertise for implants, and they'll give you a price, and then later you go to see them, and then they're not telling you, then you also got to pay for the abutment and the crown. So, little misleading. So this dentist office, blatantly puts their prices out. So something just made me feel like, okay, they're pretty straight up. Let me go. I have to see this dentist. So I get there. He does, they do all scan, all the x-rays, and then they also do the CT scan thing. So I get that done, and now I'm like super nervous, because the dentist, he comes in and he's looking at my x-ray, which is, you see my whole skull and all my teeth. It's really crazy. And he's doing these things like with the mouse, and doing measurements, and then I'm thinking, oh great, he's probably going to tell me I got some bone disease or something's really wrong. I was expecting even more bad news. But he tells me that I'm not a candidate for implants. That based on measurements and all this and that, normally the way the post goes in, it's a certain length, and you should have a certain amount of space between your nerve and the implant. So he's saying, based on the bone loss that I've had, and even with the bone graft, I don't have enough bone. So I'm not a candidate, and the implant would be kissing the nerve. So why is it that this is the only dentist that tells me this and is like saying I'm not a candidate for implants? I will in the future end up having dental implant failure, possible nerve damage, and loss of feeling in my jaw and in my mouth. So all these dentists were so quick to give me the implant procedure, and then this one here tells me no. So I don't know. I'm just a little bit frustrated with this whole thing, period, and the cost it's going to cost me. And of course, this ends up being half the price of what all the procedure that I was going to need for this side. Anyways, so that's another thing. It's like a huge cost save of what he suggests that I should have, but not the implants. So I'm not going with the implants. I'm going to go with this dentist, and it just really baffles me how quick these dentists are to make their money, and none of them analyze it. None of them dissected my x-rays. None of them did what he did and totally evaluated and did measurements and then say, hey, these are your options. I really don't suggest you doing this. And he gave me a suggestion of doing the partial dentures, which go in the back, which I'm okay with because I've been living with them already. So as long as I can chew and eat some food, I'm good. That is the scenario. I'm just waiting for the administrative. They gave me like a cash price. So of course, if they run through the insurance, the prices are going to be a little bit different. At the same as a cash price, and once they run that through and let me know what my charges are going to be, what it looks like in costs, but it's definitely at least half of what I initially was told. So anyway, so that's my situation, and it's a little frustrating, but just to let you guys know before you do such a major procedure like that, definitely get some second opinions, because yeah, it sucks. Because just imagine if I just went along with them, and then later in a year or two, like wondering why my jaw's messed up and why I can't feel stuff and why I got nerve damage. That sucks. That these people, these dentists, these places and doctors are so quick to make their money, and this one's like, nope, I've seen it way too many times. You are going to be in here a lot, and you will have problems. And especially if you are a person with an autoimmune disease or on medications that have immune suppressors, also makes you not a good candidate. So unless you have really good bone. Mine, as it's deteriorated. It's hard to say, but that's the situation. So anyways, y'all, just want to share that. I know I rambled on a little bit longer than I planned, but you know what? Get a second opinion when you're doing something major like that. Definitely a learning process. If any of you guys are here in SoCal and want to know what dentist this was that I went to, because I'm not going to like bash the other ones, but I will definitely promote this one that I went to. They are in Whittier, and I will definitely share my experience as I go on my journey with this dentist. I just felt good about when I left. I felt good about them, and I just figured, you know what? I think I found a new dentist. So, yeah, always get a second opinion, and I'm glad I did. It was very tiring. I was all over the place between clients and other errands and dentist appointments, and I literally felt like I drove all over town these past 2 weeks, and it's drained me. So there you go, my long vlog. And any questions, hit me up. But yeah, I'm almost going to be pretty educated in dentist teeth, and insurance, dental insurance. All right. Peace out, y'all.